AVIS 302. I wanted to set up and get this Module 4 video out as soon as possible. I think Module 4 starts tomorrow. Remember what I said about due dates? I can be flexible, but you got to meet me halfway. You got to send me an email and ask, okay? Just not going to, just extend everything, all right? Some of you have done that, and I hope it's worked out for you, okay? So let's get going. All right. So there's some confusion about videos and points, and a lot of people are saying, hey, I sent my Easter eggs in, I got 5 points, but the grading sheet says 10. Yeah, that's true, because guess what? There's another video out, all right? I reserve discretion, my own discretion, of course, to make more videos. And if I make more videos and I think they're really important, I'm probably going to put 5 points on them because I really want you to watch them. And I think that's a benefit to you. Okay. If I give you a 20-minute video you need to watch, great. 5 points, that should work, right? So if you're seeing 5 out of 10, simple. There's another video. All right. Make sure you're getting my emails. Make sure you're reading the emails. Make sure you're seeing the announcements. Set that all up. Okay. And we'll get this going. Again, due dates, I changed to reflect more chronological order of the course, so no one's confused thinking everything's due at the end of a module, right? Okay. All right. So now, let's see. I think we're good there. All right. So module 4. Again, we're going. You guys are doing really good, by the way. I'm really surprised the amount of people that are staying current. I'm actually amazed by it. If you're not current, hang in there. You can get current. Just keep working at it. But it's not easy. All right. So by the end of this module, students will be able to, number one, learn how to write a research proposal. Yeah, that hurts my brain too, but you will. Okay. Number two, learn to write research questions and a hypothesis statement. Number three, explore possible ethical issues that could arise. Very important point. Number four, learn how to pick a sample population. Number five, operationalize constructs. Number six, develop an instrument to measure data. Clearly define how research project will be set up and carried out. Okay, again, remember all these things are part of your final paper, okay? So you're going to be doing worksheets that are going to be little sections of your paper that you're going to need to, you're going to put together at the end of the day and make a paper out of it. So look at one of these is learn how to pick a sample population. Well, of course, yes, but you're picking your sample population as what? Let me hear you. Random adults, right? Right. Okay. This other one, number five, operationalize constructs. If you know what that means, send it to me. No, I think number six, develop an instrument to measure data. You're going to use a what? Let me hear you. A survey. There we go. Nice. Okay. That's your instrument. That's your design. That's your mate tool. It's simple in this course because we're not getting into obviously test tubes and growing bacteria, right? Okay, so, all right, and clearly define how research project will be set up and carried out. You're going to do that in one of your worksheets. Okay, so let's go with this first Easter egg. As you can see, I'm at an event down here. I'm at Cathedral Square, Milwaukee. There's actually a lot of people out here. You can't see them from here, but this is called Jazz in the Park. One of my old-time acquaintances from about 30, 40 years ago is playing. So I'm just hanging out down here. So the first Easter egg is jazz. Jazz is your first Easter egg. Okay, onward. Now, this is where it gets fun. We've got uh, a section, very important you go through the learning materials. This thing is mega, all right? I'm going to open it up so it's on a different page. Okay, Module 4, Learning Materials, all right? So let's see what my notes say. All right, let's just jump down to the proposal samples. Take note of the samples. Take note how they're organized. Take note of how the table of contents is done. Take note, take note. That's how yours should look. If yours looks like that, bam, you are on it, okay? So look at the samples, all right? There are some presentations there, those Adobe presentations. One is for the proposal itself. One is for ethics. One is for sampling. And one is for measurement and tool development. There's a lot going on in this module, but if you take it one piece at a time, don't stuff your mouth full, just take a bite, one at a time, you'll be fine. You'll get you'll get what's going on here, okay? All right, there are two videos besides the presentation. There's the Tuskegee Airmen. That's like a 3-minute video. There's the Milgram experiment. That's 11 minutes. Then there's articles stuck in there with the videos. It's the U.S. apologizes for such and such research. Try to go skim through that article. Okay. All right. So now let's look at um, the research packet you're going to have in there. All right. Again, let me work backwards. The proposal rubric, self-explanatory. It's 200 points. Okay. And you're going to be I don't think the rubrics, but it's not due in this. It's not due in this module. The proposal, I don't think. So let me double check. Sorry about that. I'm almost positive it wasn't, but if it was, I'd be upset. No, it's not due in this. It's due in the next one. So you look at modules 4 and 5, almost 4 and 5, almost together as like a 10-day module, and then 6 and 7 like almost together as the final module. But break it down however you want. But I mean, 4 and 5. So 4 has got a lot of work to do to prepare you for the proposal, but you got to learn about it. Okay. So back to the learning materials in module 4. The proposal rubric, again, you can click on it. It'll download the doc, and that's not it. Why not? Hold on a second. There it is. Okay, notice it says it's the proposal is the first 3 chapters of the final research report, sets up the research project. Think of it as you're proposing to do research, right? You are going to a funding group or someone, you're proposing to do this research. That's the proposal. So remember, what you're doing is in the future tense. It hasn't happened yet. It's future tense. This is what you're proposing to do. Okay? All right? Now, when, I propose for my 3rd marriage, no, just kidding. I'll say, will you marry me? But actually, I already know what's going to happen, so I won't do it. Your proposal, I can't cut that. Your proposal is to propose to do certain research. Okay? All right. So, just look at what's in highlighted in yellow, and you'll see everything that's composed of that proposal. All right, and that's what you're going to be working on. Let me know if you have any questions. You can see the rubric below, 40, 80, 120, 155. I'll double check that. I thought the proposal was 200. I was changing it back and forth depending on the course. I may have the wrong one. Whatever it says that the proposal is worth, we'll figure that out, and I'll get back to you on a note or an email. All right, so that's a proposal rubric. Before that, number 2 in the readings is sample informed consent forms. You can look at those. You do not need those. Your surveys are anonymous. Therefore, the mere participation in that survey is permission. Okay, it's anonymous. Right? Look at them, but you don't need them, so don't overdo it. All right. Okay. Now for the big one, the research packet for proposals and final papers. There's a lot of good stuff in there, but there's a lot of stuff in there. Okay. So I'm downloading this thing. Here it is. It's a Word doc. Come on. Okay. So there's about the formatting. Remember, Times New Roman, double line space, 12-point font, 1-inch margins. Quotes of more than 2 cents length are to be single spaced and indented with proper citations. Well, it's like 40 words, okay? Take a look at it, all right? Proposal outline. There's an outline of the proposal and how you should be writing it, right? Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3, the reference page with hanging paragraphs, okay? Optional appendix. Appendix is only, it can be used in the final paper when you have your questions all worked out. You put your questions in the appendix. Don't worry about using an appendix in the proposal if you don't have questions worked out. Maybe some optional ones, but don't worry about that. You're not going to be judged. It's optional, all right? All right. The research study contains 5 chapters, the first 3 of which are in your proposal. That's your proposal, okay? You need to take the proposal out of future tense and put it in past tense after you do the study, okay? All right, so writing the proposal. Why write a proposal? How should the proposal be organized? This is a reading for your work too. Okay, title page, table of contents, chapter 1. If you follow this and look at the samples, I don't know how you can mess it up. Significance of the study, assumption of the study, limitations of the study. Here's a tip. Limitations of the study. Guess how many days you had to do this? 38, okay? That is a humongous limitation of the study. Another monstrous limitation of the study is the fact that you're undergrads. You probably don't have a lot of experience. This is your initial experience into research. These are legitimate limitations of your study, and that's it. Also, remember that. Keep yourself out of it. No I's, no me, no my. Okay, no we. You can, I mean, there's no reason for we. Instead of my study, my interest, you say the current study. You say the current research, the current researcher. Okay, that's who you are. That's how you keep that third person out there. Okay, cool. All right. So you get into chapter 2 of the proposal is your literature review. How nice is that? Boom, throw that baby in there. And hey, look, if you don't do that well in your lit review and you want to change it or something, you can always change any of these sections as you move along. That's fine. You're not locked in, all right? Chapter 3 is a methodology. You're going to be going through some worksheets in Module 4 before you get to the proposal that are going to help you articulate your methodology. Okay, it's not rocket science. I don't want you to overthink it. Remember, you're not having to write a monstrous, like, research paper that would be done in postdoc grad work, okay? You're an undergrad. Do the best you can, write what you know, write well, okay? Don't fake it, you're going to be fine, all right? Methodology, don't overthink it, okay? And if you do, when you do, you get a hold of me, okay? So there's, oh, by the way, you're going to see purpose of the study again in methodology. Same thing. Just write the same dang thing down there. I know it's weird, but that's how it goes, okay? Setting and population. Remember who they are. Data collection, data compilation, analysis. Read some of the samples, papers I give you, right? Okay, references. Cite abundant references in the text. Yeah, that would be nice, right? Okay, writing the final paper, you don't have to get to that yet. Obviously, you don't have to do that yet, but it's coming fast, isn't it? So that's a big page there for you to read, and I think it gives you a nice roadmap to getting this stuff done, okay, appropriately. But everything's in there. Check it out. Let me see if let's do Easter egg number 2. I am in a park. Milwaukee County Park System is awesome. Let's go with park, okay? See, I was kind of prepared today with Easter eggs. I'm not battling on that, all right? I want to have my coffee and an Ave Maria cigar and enjoy the tunes. Okay, so, all right. So worksheet 4, that's due on the 8th. Just like I said, let me know, whatever, okay? It's for that has to do with, that helps you with the introduction sections of your paper, okay? The methods worksheet is obviously for your chapter 3 methodology, right? All right, and chapter 5, I mean, worksheet 5 is the variables. And you'll be using variables in your in your paper as well. So these are good things to contemplate. The worksheet helps you brainstorm it, you write it, and then you can place it in the final paper later or in the proposal, right? Then you've got a quiz. Why not a quiz? Okay, quiz number 2. That's, you get an hour. It's worth 60 points. There's 20 questions, multiple choice, 3 points each. It's about everything we've got up to this point, okay? Do that quiz on the last day, or if you're going to be late, you're going to be late. But don't do it too soon because there's things you need to learn about, right? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Module 4 and 5 are 10 days. Okay. I think those 10 days are kind of getting you through the proposal phase. And then module 6 and 7 are 11 days, which should get you through the data collection, the final paper phase. That's how I kind of look at it because we really are squeezed. I understand that. You guys are doing good job. But remember, again, it's a 300 level course, ASU University. We ain't messing around. You know, you don't just get freebies. You don't want a freebie, right? You want to get this thing earned, and you're going to put together a great little research project with your surveys. Remember that video I just did on creating surveys? People put together questions. If you want to talk to me about it, bring something to the table in terms of questions about your topic so we can jump right in. All right. I'm going to be open a lot for phone calls. I mean, unless I'm sitting in a movie theater or sleeping, I can take a call pretty much. Okay. All right. So that's it, I think. All right. So what do we got? 14 minutes. Yeah. See, that's why that other video I just did the other day for surveys is worth 5 points. It's like 20 minutes long. Okay. So I guess this thing is going to get going now. You guys, let's go Easter egg number 3, and let's make that music. Sorry, my coffee was falling. Last Easter egg is music. I have no idea if I'm using these twice or not. You guys, cheers. Have a good tell. It's all a blur, right? Today's Thursday. Have a good weekend, but let me know if you're in trouble. Remember, forks up always, and it's still cold here. See ya.